Hey you guys, what's up? What's up? Long time no here. I have been moving around, getting some things situated within my personal life, trying to do what's right for me, and it feels good. For the first time in my life, I can honestly say I am moving forward. Um, hey, it's a beautiful thing. Thank y'all for tuning in. Um, like I said, I miss you guys. Hi and welcome new subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Um, First off, I want to say congratulations to my best friend in the whole wide world, Lexi Pat. And also, I would like to say she just dropped a video that I starred in, Big Pimpin' video. It will be up on YouTube soon once I get that whole video. Um, I creatively directed it with her, and we had some beautiful women, Montavia, Nisi up in there doing their thing with us. Second of all, I want to say shout out to Fidel Cashflow VA. Make sure you Google that name because he is an up and coming promotion and social media guru. He's really doing his thing out here. You can also find him on Podbean, a free app. Go download Podbean so that you can hear him and what he has to say. He has a lot to say. Um, really good guy, honest, respectful. So go check him out ASAP. So, as far as everything is going with, I see a comment about Tamala Horsford or Tamla Horsford. I can look it up. Right now, I haven't really heard too much more about the case in particular. And no, there's nothing new on the internet about Tamla. You know, some things just they don't they're not going to let us know too much more. I mean, once they closed the case, I pretty much knew that there would be no more information put out there. But what I can say about that, there are a lot of YouTubers that are questioning the fact that this woman uh, was Caribbean, that she's not a black person, and that she identified as white because she hung around white people. So of course, that's just another random situation that happened, and we have to take it under the chin, and we have to, you know, I don't know. I hope she rests in peace, and we did learn something from this. So, I just want her to rest. Some things you just have to let rest and let, I hope her family uh, really does try to fight, because civilly they can pull up more information and maybe they'll put it out to the public. But yeah, her family should really fight for her, and I'm pretty sure they are. They're just waiting on the right timing. When you try to do these type of lawsuits, 9 times out of 10 people like to get out of the town that they're living in when you're trying to sue it. So it takes a lot of time to get stuff prepared. So I don't knock, the father and how he's moving, he's grieving the family, but her father has always been vocal from day one, just saying that he disputes everything that the GBI found in her autopsy, And he made his stance on that. He really believes full-heartedly that something happened, but who's to say? We can all speculate, but I just hate that case. I hate it. Another case I'm really not liking is R. Kelly. I waited until I watched everything go down with the interview, and he got locked back up for child support, $100,000. That's a lot of money. To Andrea, that's a lot of money. But my main question from the Gayle King interview was, why did R. Kelly flip the script on her and then turn around and say, well, why did these girls' parents bring them to me? Like, what? If R. Kelly, if you don't hush your mouth, because now you're really telling on yourself. But on top of that, you're pretty much saying that these girls were, you bought these girls. That's pretty much what I heard. I don't know about you, but I heard that. And just the way that Joycelyn, or however you say that girl's name, Joycelyn and Azriel, the way they were clapping back at Gayle and trying to go hard for R. Kelly, that was a lot. That was a lot to watch as a woman that has been through some stuff. You can play that game all you want to, but in a minute, y'all gonna crack real soon. Um, anybody with a brain would crack real soon under that type of pressure. Once he goes to jail, who you gonna hide behind? Whose money you gonna spend? They talking about they don't know what they want to do with their lives, and I'm sure he'll support it. Girl, if he go to jail, ain't nobody gonna support nothing. So that's what it is. Um, it looks like he got bailed out by, out of all people, fans, and they paying on his child support. Child, I could name a couple people in the hood that would need for you to pay on some people's child support for them that really need it. I mean, another thing that got brought up in the news was Leaving Neverland. I didn't watch it. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. I didn't watch it because I am I'm not gonna say that I'm over Oprah, because I always look up to Oprah. I'm sorry if people are gonna start throwing tomatoes at me or whatever, but I've always looked up to Oprah because of her struggle, what it took for her to get where she was. And yeah, she did use a lot of stories in her community that pushed her celebrity. Yes. Yes, she was very vocal about racism also. That's who introduced us and give us a mirror in time for Forsyth County. So think about that. Also, I think Oprah was a trendsetter. A lot of people after Oprah, before Oprah, she learned the trend from everybody else in news reporting. But she really did her thing. Billionaire, come on now. Most people wish. Most people wish. But this Leaving Neverland thing, documentary, untasteful, distasteful, distasteful. This man is dead. First of all, we can go ahead and say that, Harvey Weinstein, the biggest predator in Hollywood. There's pictures of you kissing on that man, all kinds of stuff. And this is what makes me think that you might be what everybody is saying, Oprah. Even though I like you, I like your story. Let me be clear. I like your story. I like where you came from. I like how you hustled. So let me be very clear about that. But the Leaving Neverland, that was a very distasteful documentary. it didn't give us no facts. I mean, all it was a couple dudes just laid back, holding rings, fondling rings, and talking about how much they missed uh, Michael. And I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know. How do y'all feel? Let me know down below, because I know Michael was weird and all that good stuff, but if you said back in court that you got paid out, everybody got paid out, and now people are coming back because they want more money, the man is gone. There ain't nothing else you can do. Um, but I think that this is another case that we can watch and see, that there are certain powers to be over top of this type of stuff, facilitating this type of stuff. And, I deeply believe that as well. Do I believe that Michael Jackson had did somebody's child? More than likely. More than likely. But why are we making a documentary about it while he's dead and gone? He can't contest to anything. So you might as well move on to the next living person that's right down the street from you. Harvey Weinstein, you might as well knock on his door. That's right. What's up, Fidel Cashflow VA? Bro in the building. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And you can also find him on the free app Podbean. Go download that. Go follow him on Podbean. I mean, now they're not too quiet about Harvey, because Harvey is um Harvey is currently being investigated, and for his 80 some odd counts of rape and sexual abuse. 80 women have since accused Weinstein of such acts. And right now, he is currently going through a legal battle with that. The judge is pretty much slamming Harvey Weinstein's lawyer and refuses a delay. So he wants to delay the case again. And this was just March 7th on page6.com. So Harvey Weinstein is trying to delay his court date. That's true. 80 women now. This is a lot of women. I mean, like, come on now. Like, it just makes you sick to your stomach when you think about all these women and children that were affected by these men in these high positions. And it really begs to question, as a woman, do you want to be successful? Because when you are successful, there's a successful man over top of you begging you to come into his office. I mean, this is scary. And then to get in these high positions, you got to look at it. What do these women have to do, really, to get where they are? I'm just saying. Just looking at how the industry works and how, you know, power struggles as male and females, you know. I don't know. But a judge, I don't know, what is this? A fed up judge ripped into Harvey Weinstein's new lawyers on Thursday and refused to delay another case that could interfere with the disgraced movie mogul's upcoming sexual assault trial. So yeah, he's going back to court. This was on March 7th. So yeah, we can make all the memes we want about R. Kelly, but it told you was typing too fast, I bet. Because this is a lot of information to dig into and really understand and dissect, that it's not just R. Kelly, but the media is pushing that story heavily. And you got to dig to find, or you got to type in Harvey Weinstein's name to see all the things that he's charged with. And a lot of women coming forward. 80 women. That's almost 100 women. But did you guys see where R. Kelly's lawyer popped back up, the one from the 2008 or 2007 trial, the first trial. Ed Jensen popped back up on the scene and said that R. Kelly is lying, and R. Kelly had to take anti-libido pills to make him less horny. So Ed Jensen just popped up on the scene. He does have bile duct cancer, and he was given a couple of months to live. So that's why they believe that he came out with some information on the case with R. Kelly, and they believe that, you know, he's guilty. I mean, I don't know how he keep popping back in and out of jail. That's crazy. But this is our system. This is what we're stuck with. And, you know, hey, you know, this is what we're stuck with. Yeah, it is wild. But I don't want to stress about R. Kelly too much, because that's a lot of charges and they're still digging up stuff on him. So, you know, that's your fault. So if you want to, oh my goodness, my computer is tripping. If y'all want to, we can take a quick trip down top news stories for today and just take a look and see what's going on around the world. Okay. Have you heard of anything, bro? Anything happening? And today is the 10th, right? March 10th. Which one should I use? My bad, y'all. I'm trying to find some news and can't find none. You have been off the scene. I've been off the scene too, because it's been a lot of stuff happening that I don't know. Has anybody went to go see Captain Marvel? That looks like that's going to be a good time. I'm going to go take my son to go see that. Hey, Queen. Thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate y'all. And like I said, you know, y'all are the best. I don't know where y'all came from. Y'all are like angels. And I'm just like receiving all the love. And I really do appreciate y'all, honestly. But yeah, we just was talking about R. Kelly situation. And Michael Jackson leaving Neverland. Somebody was asking about updates for Tamala Horsford. I have none, because of course that case is closed. There is no more information on Tamala Horsford. Unfortunately, we all knew that once they closed the case 4 months later, maybe over that. It happened back in November. It closed in February. Okay. What you mean what happened in NC? What happened in NC? Are you talking about Gary Kimber? Because there's no more information on that either. Okay. Gary Kimber was a guy that was found hanging off of Highway 98 in Durham, North Carolina. And what I'm noticing, has anybody been noticing the algorithm on Google and YouTube lately? Or is it just me? I'm not going to say too much, but if y'all catch my drift, just drop a thumbs up. But I just typed in his name and nothing is popping up. Let me see. Oh. Was Gary Kimber lynched in Durham, North Carolina? So the latest story was on February. February 17th. And that was on Reddit. So let's go to Reddit, because Reddit has all the juice. So, two comments. Plenty of people have been lynched in the South since the early aughts 2000s. All cases are suspect and have been ruled suicides and ignored. So he probably was. There are people who don't believe Claiborne's still exist. Yeah, I don't see anything really pertaining to Gary online. So, like I said, he was found February 11th, hanging from a tree in the woods off of Highway 98 in Durham, North Carolina. There are no current updates, as expected, because he was buried on February. His funeral was on February 15th or 16th. And since then, they said that the case was ruled a suicide. So, and I just recently did a video on several cases of people being found hung, black people being found hung, and they have been classified as suicides. I've given you names. I did the research. I dug into it back as, I think, 2014, because I wanted to kind of keep it recent. But there's plenty more. But if you have that type of stomach and you want to go through that type of stuff, it's really gruesome, really degrading. Don't really suggest it, but for research purposes, it's interesting. Um, like we said about Tamla, that these cases are of people having good times and getting snuffed. Okay. So, Harvey Weinstein, as of March 7th, has tried to ask the judge to delay his case for the umpteenth time, and the judge is pretty much like a no. So he will be going to trial pretty soon. There are 80 women. 80 women. Kind of sounds familiar to another brother we know. And yeah, yeah. Recently. Um, but yeah, another brother, Bill Cosby, we can remember that he was said to have raped a bunch of people, 80 women too. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought trying to multitask and read, y'all. But yeah, yeah, it's really crazy out here. I don't suggest that you do anything out the normal nowadays. It runs deep, and like in Richmond County Jail. Let me look that up. What happened out there? I don't know. Did I cover that? Hmm? 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 Did I cover that? Yeah, I like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. I do want to get y'all's opinions before y'all leave me. We have been on here for a while, and I know y'all got to go to sleep, because I got to go to sleep. I'm tired. Um, Tired. I've been moving furniture, but I do want to get y'all opinions on how y'all want this channel to go. Do you guys want to focus on black people's cases and black community culture and things that are going on in the community? Do you like this type of stuff? Do you want this from me every week? Do you want updates on stories daily? Like, tell me what you want, and I will make it happen for you guys, for real. And also, I will get my brother on here, Fidel Cashflow VA. Like I said, he is a social media guru. He is a great podcaster, and we are going to represent. We are going to represent up in here. Okay, we need more about our stories. Okay. And I will give that to you guys as much as I possibly can. If you just bear with me. I'm dropping some heat. Tomorrow I will be filming a new video. And this is going to be pertaining. I'm going to go ahead and drop the title for it. I already made my flyer. The St. Louis, Missouri. I mean, not St. Louis. Ferguson, Missouri 6. Now, you guys can do your research now, and then when I drop the video, we can chat then. So go ahead and look up Ferguson, Missouri 6. And if nothing pops up, because there is something going on with the algorithm, um, you know, definitely just look up Danye Jones. And then it goes deeper than that, and we're going to explore that a little bit. Oh, don't go away. Where'd you go? And he ended up hung in the 401 Walton Way jail a few days later. They said it was a suicide. Are you talking about the guy, Evan Lydell Parker? Yeah, we're not. I'm not trying to bash nobody. I don't have time for none of that. Please do not come for me. Do not come for me. Do not come for me. Because I'm from the hood, and no, I'm just joking. But for real, don't come for me. I'm gonna stay in my lane, y'all stay in your lane, and we won't meet because we'll be in two different lanes, you know? That's how we're gonna rock that out. But yeah. I don't see anything Richmond County Jail. I just typed that in. But I think I talked about it. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Well, definitely let me know what's going on, and I'll be waiting for you because I want to know. Because I think you're talking about Evan Lydell Parker. And I did mention him. Evan Lydell Parker, Texas. Yeah, the Waller County inmate. Yeah, that happened. Okay. If you want to break this down real quick. Let me see the first story on this. So he was arrested on, it looks like, when was he arrested? I don't want to tell y'all no wrong information. Wait a minute, y'all. My pages are loading. So January 10th. Handsome young man. But yeah, Evan Lydell Parker. This is a story on cron.com, January 10th. And if it lets me scroll down the page, I will have this story for you guys. But being that ads like to pop up everywhere, of course not. Because that would be too perfect. So he was arrested for, or accused of fatally stabbing his supervisor and arrested in Harris County. Is this who you're talking about? Hoping you are. I think you are talking about him. And a couple days later, they found him hanging. This was in 2019, you guys. We missed this while, I think, what was going on in the news? Was it Jussie Smollett? I don't remember what was going on in the news around this time, y'all, but I'm pretty sure, you know, around January 10th, we can pull it up. It was probably a top news story that totally smothered this out. But that was the same jail as the notorious, beautiful, courageous, courageous Sandra Bland. Um, and people have not heard of it, but I did a video prior, and he is in the video of the black men being found hung, and they declaring it a suicide because they did declare his as a suicide. So yes, ma'am, this happened in your city, and there probably, if you can trace it back, was a big news story that covered this right on up. So you probably didn't hear about it because I missed it too. Say her name, yes, God. And Sandra Bland really did teach us some things, you know, really did teach us some things. Once again, these are lessons that we as a community need to learn, and I'm happy for, you know, us coming together like this. I really am. I'm really, really excited for this growing, and this to be a positive experience for all of us. But at the same time, we gonna have to go over some real crazy things, y'all. We gonna have to really dig deep in some crazy stuff. And I apologize, but this is real life. Okay, well, let me just read a little news article about it if I can. All right, this is on khou11.com or khou.com. Yeah, gotta stick together. Waller County, Texas, an inmate at the Waller County Jail passed away on Sunday, 2 days after he was found hanging in his cell. Evan Lydell Parker, 34, attempted suicide early in the morning on Friday, January 25th. He was taken to the Houston hospital where he was treated. 2 days later, he was pronounced dead at the hospital, according to Waller County Sheriff. Parker was booked into the jail on January 10th for murder and aggravated assault charges. The Texas Rangers and Texas Commission on Jail Standards are investigating the case. The Waller County District Attorney's Office issued the following statement on Friday. There was an apparent suicide attempt at the Waller County Jail in the early morning hours of January 25th, 2019. Upon discovery of the male inmate, he was rushed to the hospital in Houston, where he is alive and being treated for injuries. At the request of the Waller County Sheriff, the FBI, and the Texas Rangers have been asked to take the lead in the investigation surrounding the suicide attempt. At the time, there is no information to show that any procedures or guidelines were not followed by the jail staff. 4 years ago, a similar incident occurred at Waller County Jail with 28-year-old Sandra Bland that gained national attention. Bland was found hanging in a cell on January 13th, 2015, 3 days after being arrested during a traffic stop. Her death was ruled a suicide, though family members and activists disputed the cause of death and alleged racial violence against her. So don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger. I know that is surprising to hear about that at the same jail under some weird circumstances once again. But, you know, this is what's happening to us, and we're not taking the time to look into stuff like this or look into the world without worrying about Gucci and Prada, Louis Vuitton. We need to worry about this stuff. This is the stuff that really does matter. And yeah, y'all can find all this information on khou.com, or you can look him up, Evan Lydell Parker. Say his name, you guys. We don't know his circumstances. We don't know what happened, but keep him in your prayers, and you know, just recognize that, you know, it's a pattern. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. Also, you know, let's talk about Jussie Smollett real quick. I have not talked about him in a long time, just because I was trying to defend him and I look stupid. But like I said, I just never seen a police department play games as if they knew but they didn't know, and they were investigating and they're still investigating. It's either you knew that boy was lying or you didn't. And now it comes down to he was really lying. And yeah. Oh, his name is Carl. Okay, well, there's another guy that passed away this year named Evan Lydell Parker. And you can look up Waller County Jail, the same jail where Sandra Bland passed away. And he also died in a jail cell. And they claimed it was a suicide. So if there's another guy, that is crazy. Do you know what jail he was found in? Because I can try to look it up. Yeah, I'll look him up. Carl. If you can find me a last name in that jail, I'll definitely try to look that up because that's crazy. That is very disturbing. 16 counts for Jesse. Um, that is very disturbing. But do you guys remember Tawana Brawley and the picture they painted on that young sister? I'm just saying, you guys. Things come in patterns. Patterns. It's true, but you're right. I mean, social media done really, really stirred this brother's head up. And I don't know. Somebody on YouTube was talking about it from a gay point of view, and he was just saying that a lot of gay men nowadays are taking hard drugs, and maybe Jesse was on drugs at the time that he thought of this convenient idea to outsmart the Chicago Police Department. I don't know. But what are these 16 counts for? Is it for each action that he took in um, doing this? I mean, what are the 16 felony counts? I mean, he told one lie. But I mean, hey, I mean, he shouldn't have done this. But I don't think this was just Jesse. I don't think that Jesse thought of this at all. I don't think so. I think another person had their hands in it. What y'all think? Y'all think that was Jesse's idea, or do y'all think that somebody above him told him to do this? Yeah, 16 counts for being black. Even when you know how to cook, you can. Them ads really blow me. Like they just think they can come in whenever they want to and just interrupt little me. But like I said, y'all need to look up Tawana Brawley's case. That happened back in '87, and you know, she was found with feces all over her body. She was found outside of her old home in a garbage bag. She had the words KKK, the N word, and something else written all over her body. And they found her out there. She told the media that it was the police that did this to her. 4 to 6 white police officers that did this to her. And then, you know, basically it was turned back around, and it was said that she was lying. But you need to pay attention to why they said that child was lying. She was only 15 years old. She ran away for 4 days. And yeah, y'all need to look into that story because we are some young spring chickens on this channel, I'm sure. And a lot of us weren't born in '87 to know the times back then and to know what has happened in history that far back. And of course, they're not going to tell us this kind of stuff has happened before, where somebody is the fall guy or somebody has a stain on them because of their color or because they say somebody racially did something to me. As black people, when we bring up race, man, them cowboys, they start getting them guns out and they get to blazing around the town because they don't like that. They don't like that at all. We cannot bring up race, period. So Yeah, Tawana Brawley out of upstate New York, somewhere in New York. That was a real crazy case. I was just reading about that. Shout out to my person who is helping me with a lot of stories. I really appreciate him. He's going to be on the channel as well, but I'm going to save his name drop for when he's ready to release that. Oh, wow. Well, if you've never seen a black person before, boo. Boo. Don't play with me. How about that? But at the end of the day, you live in Japan. Okay. Well, yes. All black people got spots on them. Everything is spotted up. White people too. They spotted up too. We all just spotted up. We all bleed the same blood. But this is not what this world was built on. So you got to think about that too. They knew we bled the same blood from the beginning. Because guess what? A lot of people's heads got chopped off just to prove it. But what I'm looking up is Tawana Brawley's case so that I don't make myself sound crazy. And then y'all can go back and compare that to the Jussie Smollett case. And yeah, it's pretty messy. This case was messy. So it's a lot of reporting on this because this did happen, and she was backed by Al Sharpton. So this happened in Wappingers Falls, New York. And this is what the Wikipedia page says about Tawana Brawley. And this is what it's going to say about Jussie Smollett too. Tawana Glinda Brawley, or Tawana Vincia Brawley, born December 15th, 1971 or 72, is an African-American woman from Wappingers Falls, New York, who falsely accused 4 white men of raping her back in 1987. The charges received widespread national attention because of her age, 15. The persons accused, including police officers and a prosecuting attorney, and the state in which Brawley was found after the alleged rape. Brawley was found in a trash bag with racial slurs written on her body and covered in feces on November 28th of 1987. Brawley's advisors, Al Sharpton, Alton H. Maddox, and C. Vernon Mason, also helped the case to gain prominence. After hearing evidence, a grand jury concluded on October 1988 that Brawley had not been the victim of forcible sexual assault and that she herself may have created the appearance of such an attack. Steve Pagonis, the New York prosecutor whom Brawley had accused as one of her alleged assailants, successfully sued Brawley and her 3 advisors for defamation. Brawley initially received considerable support from the African American community. Some suggested that Brawley was victimized by biased reporting that adhered to racial stereotypes. The mainstream media's coverage drew heated criticism from the African American press and many black leaders who believed the teenager in her story. The grand jury's conclusion decreased support for Brawley and her advisors. Brawley's family has maintained that the allegations were true. So, that was a case that happened back in 87. The girl was found covered in feces with ending KKK written into her body and the N word. And they the minute that girl said police officer did it, it's like the media switched up. Like everybody switched up on her. The news started switching over to girl was raped to girl lying about rape. So the minute that she brought up something and it was racialized, it got shot down immediately. I'm just saying. And who's to say that there wasn't a power that be to make it the way it was? Who's to say that somebody didn't pay her to make this a big deal? And now we have another form of discrediting our culture, our community, our victims in our community. Who's to say that? Or who's to say that's not the same case in Jussie Smollett's case, where he was paid to make up this idea to get discredited and to, put that stain on themselves? Who's to say that? But in this case, with Tawana Brawley, personally, what I think is that it happened. I think that that girl did happen to her, and that's what I think, y'all. I don't think that she just up and was found there for no reason. You know, she was found in a home. Yeah, I had to put my phone on the charge, you guys. Sorry. But she was found in a home. I mean, outside of her old home, and they're saying that the reason why she may have pulled this stunt off is because her stepfather was going to beat her because she skipped school. And for you to go from 0 to 100, that big of a lie like that, that's a little crazy to me. It's I would hope she wouldn't be making up some stuff like that. And how can we believe what they put on her rape kit? She probably had open sores and all types of stuff, but they didn't have to document that. So why are we so quick to discredit her? But just like with Jussie Smollett, I don't know. I don't know if that was another, move on another political end where they swept in, paid this boy to do this stuff to make us seem discredited. It would have been bad if it was a black straight man that said that. But just to have it being a black gay straight man, a black gay man to say that took it a little step further because, the gay community gets handled with kid gloves nowadays. And, they are the most unprotected people as well as black women in America. So yeah, let's just be clear that black women and black gay men are unprotected. And that's sad. But, when you talk about crime, crime, they are, we are one and the same in that aspect. And I think that aspect alone. But yeah, that Tawana Brawley case really had me going tonight. I think I'm going to go to sleep and watch another interview from her. Like I said, that happened back in 87. What y'all thought about this tonight, you guys? I really do appreciate y'all for tuning in, rocking with me, vibing with me. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all just don't understand. But I am tired. I don't know about y'all. I know y'all probably got stuff to do tomorrow. But like I said, thank you. And please like, share, and comment your opinions down below. Let me know what y'all feel. Thank you guys once again. Also, my best friend is dropping a new video, Big Pimpin'. Please be on the lookout for that. I will be posting that video. And I did star in that video with her. Created, directed, helped her out. I love her. She's a black woman out here moving forward in the music industry despite any hurdles. Very strong. And also, follow my bro, Fidel Cashflow VA, on all platforms. He's also located in the comments here. So if you don't mind, please subscribe to his YouTube channel. He is a very educated black brother that also will be talking about things in the community, but right now his focus is on getting us awareness to our social medias so that we can get platforms, so that we can start spreading the message. And he is great with all types of things. Yes, Lexi Pat. Her YouTube is Lexi Pat, LEXYPAT, and her video for Big Pimpin' will be releasing. Also, Podbean. Please go download Podbean. It's a free app full of podcasts. You know, when you're cleaning, when you're doing stuff around the house, that's what I like to do. I like to listen to podcasts. And one of them that I really, really enjoy is my brother Fidel Cashflow VA. Great. Thank you so much, Sonny. I appreciate you. You rocking with me. Like I said, go follow my bro Fidel Cashflow VA as well. He is great. Please. We are doing this for the culture. We are doing this for our community. I love it. I love the movement. I love where we're headed. And like I said, tomorrow I'm dropping some heat on the Ferguson 6. And if you do not pull up anything in your Google search because the algorithm is messed up, please look up Ferguson, Missouri 6, and you will be alarmed at what I'm going to drop to you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm getting tired as we speak, but thank y'all for tuning in. I really do appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good one, and I will put it in the description.